What's good, YouTube? My name is Cody Thompson. This is video number 2. Today we're going to talk about vintage clothes, where to get them, how to style them, and let's get into it. Okay, for the past few years, retro clothes and retro inspired clothes have been more and more trendy. You can see it in stores where there's retro inspired graphic shirts. You can see different types of pants that came originally from the 80s and the 90s that are in stores now. You can see it with the popularity in re-released shoes that originally were released in 80s and 90s. And so I have 2 places on where to get vintage clothes, and let's start with the first one, which is thrifting. So this jacket that I'm wearing right now, I got it for $5 at Thrift Town a year ago. It's behind Arden. It's a super cool place. What I like about thrifting is I don't know exactly what I'm going to get when I go thrifting, but I know I have like a certain aesthetic that thrifting meets for me. If you want something like plaid pants or striped pants, there's a lot of them there thrifting that you can get. They're going to be extremely cheap. They're most of the time going to be under $10. It's great because you can step out of your comfort zone for super cheap. And if you don't like it, unfortunately you did spend $5, but if you did like it, that's a staple in your wardrobe for $5. That's a great deal right there. And when you're able to spend such little money on new pieces, it helps you expand your closet, and it helps you with trying new things, which is key to being able to dress better than you adding on to your stuff. And that's the first place. You guys should definitely check it out. I try to go once a month at least. The next place is going to be eBay. With eBay, you can get exactly what you're looking for. You can get rings, you can get shirts, you can get hoodies, you can get windbreakers. I personally will buy windbreakers and vintage shirts. I have this shirt that is Jurassic Park themed from the 90s that I really like. I also have a Disney shirt that I have from 1988. eBay is a little bit more expensive, but it's not going to be extremely pricey. A lot of these windbreakers are between $20 and $30, and a lot of these shirts are between $10 and $20, which is still less than what you would pay in like PacSun or other type of stores that do sell graphic shirts that have these vintage designs on them. A bonus place also is your parents' closet. A lot of people's parents grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and they have a lot of this stuff that we are looking for in terms of fashion, like older family members, and a lot of the times they do have this stuff and they've just been putting it away in storage for years at a time. When it comes to styling, you can be more subtle with it or you can be more flashy with it. I personally tend to be more subtle with it, where if I'm wearing like a vintage shirt, I will wear a jacket over it so that it's not the focal point of my outfit. And with that, I think it looks more like effortless. It looks like you put no effort into it, but you actually did, which is something that I really like about it. And when it comes to wearing pants, with it being more subtle, I will just wear like a normal pair of jeans or pants with it, and it looks super good. If you're wondering why everything looks different, I'm wearing a different shirt, I'm wearing a hat. Today is January 26th. Most of the video is going to be from January 25th. I was editing it and I found out that there's no outro and there's no second part of part 2, so I'm gonna come and fill this in real quick, and that's what I'm doing. Okay, when it comes to dressing up vintage clothes in a flashier way, what you can do is you can have a flashy pair of shoes that are retro inspired, like some Nike Blazers. You can have a flashy windbreaker that has a specific design or a specific logo that is large and loud, and you can have a graphic shirt as well. And with this, you could tie it all together by just making sure everything fits well together. And what's great about it is that you'll be able to show that you know how to dress, you know how to put all these loud pieces together, and it works, which is something that a lot of people cannot do. So it's something that you will get props for, and people will like respect the fact that you're doing that. And I don't do this as often, but if I am going to something like a party, I probably will do that instead of being more subtle with it. And this is my video on 2 places to get retro clothes, 2 ways to style them, and how to put everything together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. The next video should be out sooner than this one. It should be on best things to wear for your first date. I'm signing off. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.